Hey, Chef Walker, and I am completely and utterly exhausted. I'm also excited and happy and grateful and humbled. So just about a week ago, I started the pre-sales, the pre-launch for my book launch. And I've been in business online since 1996. When I started, I was a stay-at-home dad, incredibly meager, humble beginnings. And over the next few years, I learned how to launch products, and then I started teaching people how to launch products in 2004. And since then, my students and clients have done $500 million in sales, and I put all of that into this book. I spent 3 years writing this book, and now it's my first ever book. And I had some, big goals for this book, but I started promoting it just a few days ago. And the results have been spectacular, way beyond what I ever thought they could be. I had this really huge goal, and I thought if I could hit that goal in the first 2 weeks, it'd be really cool. Well, I hit that goal within just a matter of 4 or 5 days. And I'm grateful to everyone who's helped me get the word out. That I'm just humbled by the level of support I've gotten from my partners and from people just talking about it and sharing it in social media. It's completely blown me away. And I look at this and it's just I feel like it's like on American Idol when they say he's having a moment. And I feel like I'm having a moment because I feel like I've put in all these years of work, and now the world is conspiring to help me just take this and make this massive success that just has huge sales and just keeps on selling and selling and selling. And who knows, maybe it becomes a bestseller. That would be a huge goal. So but I have this really uncomfortable spot because it's anytime you're coming into a launch. I've been working on this since 2011, and anytime you work on something for that long, I tell you, when you get ready to roll it out into the world, it's a very nervous time. I've been through dozens of these launches, and I know I still get nervous every time, and you probably do too when you're working on a big project and working on rolling something out big, and so I had this big goal. And then we hit it not immediately, but within just a few days. And then it was there's this uncomfortable spot of what do I do? Do I keep on pushing and pushing and pushing? Or do I just say, okay, I met my goal and that's cool and celebrate? And I sat back and I'm like, no, we're going to take this big because this message in this book needs to get out there. It's an entrepreneurial adventure story. It's that adventure story of me starting as Mr. Mom and growing this business really big and growing this incredible impact. And then my students, there's stories and lots of stories of my students in there of how they have done the same thing and had huge success. And I think that's why it's getting such great reviews is because it's like this adventure story, but then in there is also the formula on how to do it, because this isn't one of those 200-page sales letters. It's my work in there. It's the work I've been doing all these years on how to do launches. So it's, I try to stay humble, but it's a great book. And I killed myself. I sweated blood for this thing. But then it was okay, we hit this goal, this pre-sales goal, and it's this thing blew up bigger than I ever thought. What do we do? And I had that uncomfortable moment, but then I'm like, no, I'm going to go. I'm going to maybe this thing will be a bestseller. Maybe I can do it. And I sort of reached out to my team. I said, hey, we hit our goal, but now we're actually tripling our goal. We are going to triple our goal and let's push. And they heard that and they're like, yes, let's go for it. And then I share it with a mastermind group and they're like, yes, go for it. What can we do to help? And that's the thing is that I learned, and I knew this already, but I learned it really, again, so powerfully that when you have a huge goal and you put that huge goal out there, the world does conspire to help you reach that goal. Your brain conspires, and all the people that you've helped throughout the years. And this isn't the law of attraction where I'm just going to think about something and hope I get it. It's basically the law of putting in the work ahead of time and doing good and helping people, and then telling them about this huge goal. I had someone reach out to me and they're like, Jeff, this is someone I just had a few phone conversations with a few years ago, and it helped him with a launch. And he said, Jeff, I am going to promote this thing. This is a guy, he's not in my market. He's not in the online teaching people how to be entrepreneurs market. But he's like, you know what? my people need to hear that story. They need to hear, your story of your success, but your story of how to do it, and they need to learn how to launch, because everyone's got something they want to launch. Everyone's got a business or a product, an idea they want to bring out to the world, a movement they want to bring out to the world. It's like, I want to promote it. In fact, I don't want an affiliate link. I don't want anything. I just want to promote it. In fact, I'm going to tell all my partners they need to promote it as well. And he put together an email, sent it out to all of his partners. There's no financial incentive for him to do this. In fact, it cost him to do this. But he reached out to all his partners and said, we have collectively made millions of dollars from Jeff's work. Now it's time to pay him back and mail for him and promote for him. And I mean, something like that is just incredibly humbling. I've been out there trying to do good work and trying to help entrepreneurs over these, for so many years, but now to feel it all coming back to me is just unbelievable and amazing. So remember, you got a big goal, step into it, because your brain and the world is going to conspire to help you get there. So I would love it if you could. So first of all, a couple of things, thelaunchbook.com. I don't know when you're going to watch this video, but if you go there right now, you can get, I'll send you a copy free anywhere in the world. I just ask you to pay for very reasonable shipping and handling, and I'll send you a free copy right now. That's part of my pre-launch buzz campaign. And trying to get as many reviews as possible, trying to get as much word of mouth as possible. And then if you could share about this, you could share that URL, share this video in social media, write a blog about it, create a video about it. I would really appreciate it. If you've got a list you want to mail out to your list, leave a comment down below and tell me that, because we're looking for partners. Now is the time to get behind this and to help me roll out this book. It's going to change lives, and I can't wait to get it in your hands and so many other people's hands. So if you're watching this video anywhere else besides at my blog at jeffwalker.com, head over to there, jeffwalker.com, and join the discussion there. And let's go get them this week.